The mist clung to the forest floor like a heavy shroud, twisting the gnarled branches above into grotesque shapes. Lucy had heard the story of the old Rookwood Asylum, many miles from the town, where whispers of the insane echoed forever through its abandoned halls. In search of a thrill and a fleeting rush, she dared her friends to venture into the depths of the decaying structure one moonless night. With nothing but their phones' dim flashlights, the group crossed the threshold, the air thick with memories and decay. The walls bore jagged scars of years gone by, each creak of the floorboards beneath them resonating like distant cries. Shadows coiled around them, flickering in ways that made their skin crawl. Concrete rooms stood empty, an oppressive silence gnawing at their nerves. Yet the deeper they went, the more alive the place felt. "Did you hear that?" one of her friends whispered, a prickle running down Lucy's spine. They all paused, straining to catch the sound, a low, guttural humming that thrummed off the walls like a heartbeat. It resonated deep within, tugging painfully at their instincts. It was tempting, almost inviting, a promise of forgotten knowledge hidden within the asylum's grip. Reluctantly, they pressed on, their curiosity outweighing the fear gnawing at the edges of their minds. Room by room, the humming grew louder, punctuating their senses with an unsettling urgency. With each step, they felt the threat of unseen eyes, watching, waiting, judging. It sent their hearts racing, but the pull was irresistible. They stepped into a room marked with strange symbols, the air thicker than before, each breath strained under the weight of unanswered questions. Suddenly, one friend screamed, clutching his arm as he staggered back. They rushed to him, then froze in terror. Where the flesh had once been, there was now only an inky darkness seeping from beneath the skin. His eyes widened in horror, the humming shifting into a maddening chant, echoing through the room. Lucy felt a cold hand clasp around her heart, squeezing until all warmth fled. She blinked, and he was gone, a mere whisper in the chaos of their frantic breaths. The remaining friends grasped her arms, panic settling in as they turned to flee. But the doorway that once welcomed them stood transformed, merged into a solid wall, trapping them in a nightmarish cage. The shadows twisted, coalescing into human forms, hollow-eyed figures emerging from the crevices. A sense of helplessness enveloped Lucy. Here, in this forgotten corner of hell, she realized they were not just trapped by walls, but bound by curses that had long been forgotten. As the chant rose to a fevered pitch, Lucy turned to the echoes of her friends. What she saw paralyzed her. They smiled back at her, their eyes shining with a sudden clarity. "You'll understand soon enough," they whispered in unison, voices merging into an unholy harmony. A single thought pierced through her mind, igniting sheer terror. They had not come to escape. They had come to join them.